Have you felt the strength that silence holds? The kind that speaks louder than words ever could? What if guarding your next move in silence is the key to unlocking everything meant for you? In a world hungry for exposure, silence is your shield, an invisible fortress around your destiny. Keep your blessings shrouded. Don't cast pearls before eyes that can't see their worth. When you withhold what's sacred, you give it space to grow, unsullied by doubt, envy, or interference. Your path, your choices, your gifts, each is a delicate flame, flickering softly within you. Let them burn quietly, sheltered from winds that would snuff them out. There's no reason to announce your intentions or explain your steps. The seeds of greatness don't require sunlight to take root. Protecting your aspirations in silence cultivates resilience, strengthening their roots far from the hands of those who would trample them without understanding. When people come to you with questions, fishing for insight into your life, resist. Curiosity in others is rarely innocent. It often seeks to judge, compare, or dissect what it cannot grasp. Do not let their gaze pierce the veils you've woven so carefully around your life's treasures. The temptation to reveal, to justify, or defend yourself may gnaw at you, but it is beneath what you've set out to accomplish. Silence becomes an unspoken answer, a powerful barrier they cannot penetrate. Let their curiosity grow wild and tangled while you remain an unbroken mirror, reflecting nothing back. Your silence speaks volumes without a single sound, demanding respect from those who sense the untouchable depth of what lies within. Even when surrounded by whispers and noise, hold firm. Gossip is a feeble spark. It burns hot and fast, but dies quickly. In the face of rumors or accusations, your silence becomes a roaring echo of strength, amplifying your presence without words. When you choose not to react, you starve their noise of the power it craves, transforming it into static. They will never see the whole of you, for you've kept the most valuable parts locked away. Every silence becomes an act of defiance, a silent declaration that you are beyond the reach of superficiality. In this silence, a potent magic stirs. The unseen currents of what you protect start to gather strength, like a storm forming far from any shore. As you guard your blessings with an unwavering calm, you build a sanctuary that no one can breach. You alone carry this unseen power, fully realized in its quiet resilience. Resist the pull to explain, to justify, to prove. Keep watch over your blessings in silence. Let them bloom where no one else can reach. You are set apart, marked by forces beyond understanding, moving through a path carved not by human hands but by the currents of something vast and ancient. You are one of the chosen, guided by a calling that holds within it both light and shadow. This path you walk is steeped in both privilege and trial, designed to pull from you a strength that slumbers in depths unknown, awaiting the moment when it must rise. To walk this road, you must become both fortress and vessel, strong enough to withstand the storms that test you, and humble enough to hold the gifts you are given with reverence. The blessing of being chosen is not a crown for the world to see, nor a mantle of authority for your ego to wear. It is a quiet, undeniable force, rooted in silence and discipline, one that you carry not as a weight, but as an undeniable essence within. Those around you may sense this, perhaps without understanding it, drawn to your presence without knowing why. Their interest, admiration, even their envy, all are fleeting. Your purpose transcends their gaze, for it is bound to a greater calling that demands your dedication, a focus that cannot waver in the face of others' doubts or desires. You move with an unseen fire that humbles you as much as it elevates you, an inner flame that consumes only what is no longer needed, refining you over and over. Balance is your guide, an essential axis for one chosen to wield both power and humility. You must know when to stand firm and when to bend, when to be silent, and when to let your words carry weight. Humility is not silence but wisdom, knowing when to speak and when to withhold. Those who are chosen do not seek validation. They understand that they serve something greater, something that does not require an audience. In this balance lies your power, the ability to move unseen yet unmovable, light yet unyielding, gentle yet fierce. To fulfill your purpose, you must cultivate resilience in solitude and grace in moments of trial. The storms that come your way are not random. They are the fires that shape iron into steel. Each challenge that arises demands that you dive deeper into your own capacity, to find within yourself a well of strength that only deepens with each draw. Your commitment cannot be half-hearted, for the path of the chosen calls for all of you, your flaws, your strengths, your quiet, and your fury. The world may offer distraction, but you are bound by a promise not to the world, but to something beyond it. You walk in the shadows of the divine, carrying a purpose like a lantern that only you can hold steady. In the realm of quiet triumph, success itself is the language, each accomplishment a word woven into a story that demands neither explanation nor defense. The resonance of true achievement does not beg for validation. It stands unshakable, a towering monument built from the stones of unseen struggles, unspoken sacrifices, and tireless dedication. Let your success speak, not through words or boasts, but as a force that shapes the landscape around you, undeniable and relentless. When your actions carve paths, when your accomplishments become symbols, those who once doubted you will find themselves silenced, not by rebuttal, but by the undeniable reality of what you have built. This is the language that reverberates beyond words, a voice of silent mastery that no noise can overshadow. Resist the impulse to explain, defend, or declare your worth. The world is already full of clamor, voices straining for recognition, proclaiming themselves with hollow declarations. You have no need to join that chorus. Those who cannot see, who are too blinded by doubt or envy to understand, are not your audience. Your success is not crafted to satisfy them. It is the inevitable unfolding of your purpose, each step forward proof that you need not convince anyone of your place. Instead of adding to the noise, move with the quiet strength of knowing exactly where you are headed, knowing that every effort you pour into your work, every sacrifice made in silence, builds a legacy that will speak louder than any proclamation. Each success, each milestone you reach, becomes a living testament. It is a signal fire that cannot be ignored, lighting up the path behind you while illuminating the journey ahead. Let it be that those who once doubted stand in the wake of your accomplishments, feeling the force of a truth they cannot deny. They will witness a presence that doesn't ask for approval, a power that flows without the need for applause. In this silence lies the ultimate assertion, the quiet thunder of purpose fulfilled, rippling through those who once questioned. And as you progress, remember that the greatest triumphs are those felt, not broadcasted. Real success is a pulse felt beneath the surface, a deep current that pulls others toward it without a single word. In this silence, your legacy gains strength. In this silence, your voice is amplified by every goal reached, every mountain scaled. Let your success echo long after you. Let it sing louder than any boast ever could. Those who doubted will have no choice but to watch in reverence, as the truth they could not see rises before them, a monument of quiet, unbreakable power. Stop. If you're seeking the one place where true chosen ones gather, you've found it. The Obsidian Inner Order is where over 400 of the most resilient souls convene, not to shout, but to rise in quiet, deliberate power. Exclusive, uncensored videos reveal truths too raw for YouTube, and our latest release on the 7 types of magical force dives deep into wisdom they'd rather you never discover. And for those serious about finding true connections, our chosen singles group connects you with kindred spirits who understand the weight of your path. Inside, you'll gain access to 3 exclusive chapters of modern manifestation mechanics, from aligning your space for abundance to invoking magic with tangible results. If you're ready to claim a place among the elite and embody quiet, unbreakable power, check the link in the description. But move fast. Spots in the Star Chamber are limited and filling rapidly. Don't miss this. Silence is a fortress, a place of unyielding strength where only those with true resolve can reside. To move in silence is not an act of passivity, but of unshakable control, a deliberate choice to keep power contained, free from the grasp of those who would drain it. By advancing without spectacle, you demonstrate an inner strength that needs no validation. The quiet path is not for the weak. It is for those who have learned to bear the weight of their own potential without relying on applause. In silence, you fortify yourself, guarding against the distractions and intrusions that scatter lesser minds. You are not here to explain, to justify, or to seek approval. You walk as a presence, a force quietly gathering momentum, unstoppable yet unannounced. Leveling up in silence is an act of resilience. It is a sacred, untouchable process, unfolding in the hidden chambers of your mind and spirit where only you have access. In these quiet hours, while others look outward, seeking their worth in the eyes of others, you turn inward, chiseling away at your potential in silence. Each accomplishment, each goal reached, becomes a brick in a tower that rises steadily without fanfare, a testament to the patience and discipline others cannot see. The world may remain unaware of the heights you scale, but that is precisely your advantage. By guarding your growth from prying eyes, you shield it from envy, from doubt, from the attempts of others to taint what they do not understand. There will be those who sense your ascent and feel compelled to pull you down. They will come with questions masked as concern, critiques veiled as advice, their energy reaching for yours, hoping to anchor you to their level. Yet you owe them nothing, not an explanation, not a reassurance. Your path is not for them to understand or approve. It is yours alone. Let their noise wash over you like distant thunder, felt but not feared, as you continue to move beyond their reach. Every attempt they make to sway you only highlights their own limitations, while your silence becomes a shield they cannot penetrate. You walk with an untouchable clarity, a mind unpolluted by the noise, eyes fixed on the goals that draw you forward. In silence, you refine your character, sculpting resilience from every quiet victory, crafting fortitude in each unspoken achievement. This path carves strength into your bones, layering you with an armor invisible yet impenetrable. You remain unaffected, each step rooted in purpose, each stride made in calm defiance. And so you grow beyond them all, steady, unyielding, untouchable. In this silence you rise. You are encased in a shield unseen by mortal eyes, guarded by forces that walk alongside you, steady and vigilant. These guardians are not of flesh and bone, but spirits of unwavering power and ancient wisdom, standing firm between you and any force that would dare to trespass against you. They are the sentinels of your spirit, whispering their strength into your steps, their light illuminating your path in ways no earthly flame could. Those who approach you with malice, those who carry intentions that would seek to bind or break you. They face not only your resolve, but the ancestral forces that protect you with fierce devotion. When harm is directed at you, it first meets this wall of spiritual power. Every word of doubt, every glance of envy, every thought crafted to hinder is stopped in its tracks, undone before it can even graze you. These protectors know no weakness, feel no fatigue. They stand between you and harm as mountains stand before storms, unshaken and unyielding. While others scheme, gossip, and plot, while their shadows stretch toward you, they are repelled by an invisible force they cannot name and dare not challenge. They may wonder at the silence that surrounds you, baffled by the impenetrable calm that shields you, never knowing it is the work of powers beyond their reach. Your silence fortifies their protection, creating a sacred space where your spirit remains untouched, undistracted. By not engaging, by holding your peace, you amplify the power of these guardians, allowing them to work without interference. The noise and chaos of the world cannot breach the sanctuary created in this quiet strength. Each act of restraint, each decision to withhold your energy from triviality, reinforces this boundary, thickens the walls that shield you. You become a fortress, silent but unassailable, with sentinels at every threshold who know the language of eternity, who recognize threats before they manifest. Your guardians guide you not with loud proclamations, but through signs that appear like whispers in the wind, nudges that steer you away from danger before you even sense it. Trust in this guidance, for it comes from realms older than the stars, wisdom as ancient as the earth beneath you. Know that when you walk, you are never alone. They flank you, unseen yet potent, weaving protections around you with every silent step. This protection is a force that does not waver, a silent power that stands with you, vigilant and eternal. In this silence, you are shielded. In this silence, you are invincible. You stand in a place of power reclaimed, a throne built not of idle fortune, but of every hard-won victory, every struggle endured in silence. This authority is not granted by others. It rises from within, an undeniable force that grows with each step you take in your own sovereignty. Dismiss the shadows cast by those who question or underestimate you, for their words fall like whispers in the wind, fading before they reach your ear. You know your worth, a worth that does not bend, a power that cannot be eroded by doubt or shaken by the feeble judgments of others. Here, you are immovable, like a mountain forged by ancient fires, strong and untouchable in your authority. Your value is not up for debate. It is a truth that stands apart, indifferent to the opinions of others. As you rise, negativity will drift toward you, lured by the light of your ascent. But you are shielded, encased in an armor of purpose that repels whatever seeks to disrupt or distract you. The higher you ascend, the more you come to understand that your path is not about proving yourself, but about fully claiming what was always yours to begin with. This throne was carved from the struggles you conquered, its strength built on the foundation of every silence you held, every challenge you overcame. Those who misunderstand you, those who would see your authority falter, are blind to the roots that hold you steady, roots that go deeper than they could fathom. Around you, your spiritual team moves, an unseen council of ancient strength and wisdom, acting on your behalf in ways beyond comprehension. They work within realms unseen, clearing obstacles and silencing adversaries, amplifying your influence without a sound. Your silence empowers them, an invitation for them to act unhindered by interference, to guide you and protect your reign. As you resist the impulse to engage with trivialities, as you withhold your energy from battles unworthy of your attention, they strengthen their shield around you. In silence, you grant them the freedom to clear your path, to clear distractions, so that your focus remains unwavering, your authority undisputed. The throne you occupy is not just a position. It is a reflection of everything you have overcome, a place of dominion that extends beyond mere presence. You are a force that commands not through words, but through the unspoken power of your stance, the silent confidence that reverberates beyond language. Those who approach can sense it, even if they cannot name it, drawn to your authority, yet kept at a distance by the force that surrounds you. This is your reign, strong, silent, undeniable, and in this silence, your power grows beyond measure. This is your season of recompense, a time when the forces that govern balance align to deliver the rewards long owed to you. Your steps have been woven with patience and sacrifice, a path built from the ground up with resilience that others could scarcely understand. Now, like the quiet surge of a river breaking through its banks, the blessings you have earned flow toward you, unbidden yet unstoppable, a current carrying all that was withheld, all that was due. These rewards arrive without fanfare or announcement. They materialize with the quiet inevitability of dawn, filling your life with the light of justice finally met. You owe no one an explanation. Your blessings are the language that speaks for you, a silent testament to the work you put forth when no one was watching, to the steadfastness you upheld in solitude. They see the fruit now, the visible triumphs, but they know nothing of the seeds you planted in the dark, watered by your own determination. Envy may rise around you like waves crashing against rock, but it cannot touch the foundation you have built. Let them watch, let them question. Your silence is both shield and answer, a boundary they cannot cross. In this silence, there is a power beyond words, a force that speaks of a quiet knowing, an understanding that these blessings are yours by right. Let their anger and envy fall back upon them, for they are the ones who did not witness your struggle, who were absent from the quiet hours where you turned effort into mastery. They cannot understand the price paid, the nights surrendered, the focus sharpened until it was as unbreakable as steel. So let them bear the weight of their own misunderstandings, their judgments like stones cast into a sea that refuses to ripple. Their burdens are theirs alone to carry, while you remain untouched, free to accept what is finally yours without interference. This season is not a gift, but a return, a cycle closing with a justice that is as ancient as the stars. It is a rebalancing, a realignment of all that was out of place, a restoration of energies long invested. Your silence now serves as the grounding for these rewards, anchoring them firmly in your life, unmoved by the noise or opinions of others. Walk forward in the strength of this justice, receiving without apology as one who has fought battles unspoken and now stands victor. Let your silence echo with the weight of what you've achieved. Let it speak for you. In this quiet, your blessings find a place to thrive, untouched and unchallenged. This is your season and nothing can disrupt it. The voices of others, their opinions, their envy, they are mere whispers in the face of your unbreakable resolve. What you carry within cannot be altered or diminished by external noise. It is forged in a place far deeper than their reach. Confidence flows through you like an unyielding river, constant and unbothered, a force unaffected by the stones others throw into its depths. Their slander, their jealousy, they are echoes, ripples that die before they can touch the core of who you are. In the silence of your own knowing, you are impenetrable, and their words scatter like shadows chased away by dawn. You stand grounded, self-assured, a presence that does not waver in the face of judgment or false narratives. There is no need to defend, no impulse to explain, for your truth stands on its own, untouched by the distortions others may attempt to impose. Let them twist stories, create illusions, attempt to craft an image of you that suits their limited perspective. Their efforts will wither, unraveling in the light of what is real and undeniable. Lies cannot root themselves in solid ground, and your foundation is built on strength and authenticity. They can neither mimic nor destroy. Every misperception they cast dissolves in time, for falsehoods hold no power against the weight of unshakable truth. Continue to embrace the qualities that define you, your integrity, your resilience, the quiet fire that fuels you and refuses to be extinguished. These qualities are woven into the very fabric of your being, beyond the reach of jealousy, beyond the reach of doubt. As you walk, let these traits speak for you, like an aura that radiates strength and demands respect without uttering a single word. Those who misunderstand are not your concern, and those who seek to undermine will find their efforts swallowed by the very strength they sought to weaken. In the end, their attempts reflect only the hollowness within themselves, while you continue, whole and undeterred. Holding back, moving in silence, and letting the world reveal itself, this is your power, your mastery of the long game. By staying silent, by stepping back, you allowed the truth to unravel around you like threads coming loose from hidden seams. The world showed its hand when you played yours close to the chest, and in that stillness, the intentions of others rose to the surface, as clear as reflections on water undisturbed. Your restraint was not a surrender, but a strategy, an unspoken command that placed you outside the reach of petty conflicts, beyond the frantic grasp of those driven by insecurity. In the silence, true allies emerged from the shadows, drawn to your unwavering presence, while others revealed themselves for what they were. Those with envy in their hearts could not mask it, their insecurities surfacing like stones caught in the tide. Slander and gossip became the language of those unable to bear your calm power, and each word they spoke betrayed them more than it touched you. Their actions, laced with resentment, were as transparent as glass under your watchful eye. You needed no response, no defense. Their own words unraveled their facade, exposing the hollowness within. Restraint was your sword, sharp and silent, cutting through pretense without a single strike. By playing dead, you observed without distraction, gaining insight into the motives that guided others. This patience, this waiting, gave you the vantage point of seeing what lies beneath the surface. Allies emerged, those who stood by you in quiet loyalty, the ones who did not need validation, the ones who understood the language of silence. In this stillness, you crafted a web of truth, knowing who stands with you and who would falter at the first sign of challenge. Your silence became a filter, sifting sincerity from illusion, strength from weakness, until only what was real remained. You stand now as a testament to the quiet power within you, a victory that needed no fanfare. In your resilience, in your decision to stay silent while others faltered or doubted, you've demonstrated a strength that words could never fully contain. This is more than a win. It's the embodiment of discipline and patience that few could endure. Every blessing, every reward that has now come into your life is not a mere gift, but the undeniable result of your unwavering spirit and the wisdom to hold back when others would have rushed forward. You own this victory because you allowed yourself the space to grow without interference, without seeking approval, knowing that true strength is self-contained. In that silence, you built an inner fortress, and the rewards are proof of its indomitable nature. You are not just resilient, you are unstoppable, a force that thrives in stillness, a presence that speaks volumes without a sound. Through every trial, you've refined yourself, and now, as others stand back in awe or envy, you remain unbothered, untouched by the noise around you. Your story is one of silent triumph, of a path walked with purpose, and of a strength that needed no witnesses to be real. Now, let others witness what true resilience looks like. Share your story. Let your experience become the silent beacon for others who are navigating their own path. This is your time, not only to receive, but to illuminate, to inspire those who are also choosing silence, strength, and resilience. Your journey is more than yours alone. It is a light for those who would dare to do the same.